This is the Chief and Shawn show, and we are live in the 405.
We're not live, but we are back.
We're live.
No, we're not. We are back.
And we're live.
Weekly, not live.
We're sort of live.
Tuesday, here we go. Day after Street Outlaws. You're listening to the Chief and Shawn show. We're talking about all the dumb shit that we want to talk about. We don't really care what you want us to talk about, and we're in a very crappy little shanty behind our barn that my family makes meth in on the weekends.
Yeah.
And today we have Dave. No, Dave.
Seriously
That's
got me down here.
that's for real.
Yeah, no, seriously. That's why I didn't even drop in a joke on that deal. I was just like, yeah.
And today we have Daddy Dave in the studio.
The one and only Daddy Dave.
The one and only Daddy Dave.
And I got to bring up the fact that I noticed as soon as he walks in, he pulls a gun out of his pocket.
Yeah, he set a gun down on my desk. Dave,
I
why
don't
did you
know.
bring a gun?
I don't understand. We're really
Why?
safe here at Midwest Streetcars.
Especially in
Why?
this little thing.
Yeah, why would you bring a gun?
Meth labs. The front of the building is full of bullet holes. Did you all miss that coming in?
We fixed that, Dave.
No, it still happened.
The ones in the wall there behind you are
they're
pretty
all
sweet, though.
over.
Okay, so
The chances of them getting into this room,
Slim and none.
I mean, not just that, but I mean, it's been a few weeks.
It
Like,
has.
Surely
Yeah.
they're not going to do it
Surely
again.
It's over
Yeah.
with. That's a bad part of town.
we made amends.
Okay, so it's a bad part of town.
I carry.
It's on the other side of the train tracks.
Yeah.
Whatever.
8th mile. You
We
We
like
know
it.
we know you don't like coming to this side of town, Dave, but we appreciate you being here.
You're welcome.
Make a quick announcement here to all of Dave's illegitimate children and families. If you're trying to reach him, you can send us a message on Facebook, and we're going to try and get that child support for you, okay?
Thanks.
Hit us up.
They're all
we
of
know,
age.
We know you've seen the new car build, the old car build, and what he is actually worth on the internet.
Yeah,
Because
if
I hear
you-
it's in the millions.
If you look this motherfucker up on the internet, hang
Yeah.
on a second. Let me look it up. What does it say, Phantom? You look
I can,
it up.
Hey, I can tell you what it says.
I know what it
Because
says,
my mother
Because you
called
know
me
what it
last
is, because
week.
you told him how much it was. You counted it for him, you
Because you
fuck.
gave him your records.
Yeah.
No, see, I seriously didn't even know that stuff goes on.
Phantom, look it up. I want to know how much Daddy Dave is worth, net worth on the internet.
And
Yeah.
my mother called me
I thought
asking about it.
I thought it was pretty funny the fact that it said that me and Chief are worth the same amount of money, because all we ever talk about is our money is each other's.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we
You
split
know.
it right down the middle.
yeah.
Yeah, just like the bed.
Yep.
All
Not so much down the middle of the bed.
right, here we go. Daddy Dave. Here, this is what it says on the internet. Daddy Dave. One of the main characters, this is straight from yellowbullet.com, so we know it's true.
It's got to be
legit.
true if it's
Got
on
to
Yellow
be
Bullet.
Yellow Bullet, right? Blind Mule is the one who posted it, and he seems like a trustworthy cat.
You can't
I
believe
bet
something
he
that
didn't
Blind
even see
Mule
what he read.
puts on there.
What's he know?
Sounds like a jackass.
Same.
One of the main characters on MTV's reality. You're on MTV.
I didn't even know he had
That's
a
why he's
a
worth
deal.
so
That's
much
why
money
he's
than
got
us. He's on MTV.
Yeah, he's
What?
two-timing it.
One of the main characters on MTV's reality TV show Street Outlaws, Daddy Dave. His real name is David Comstock. It says. You guys forgot the Ellis. His real name is David
Ellis.
Comstock. He loves it when you call him by his middle name.
Fucker.
Surely made himself a name. And although street races aren't exactly a sport where you can earn much through endorsement deals, Dave's contract with MTV brought him some serious cash. As of 2015, his net worth is estimated to be $1.1 million.
That's amazing.
What the fuck, dude?
I'm still like $2 million behind you.
No.
Yeah.
Not if you read this.
Yeah.
Justin Shearer,
Oh.
a.k.a. Big Chief.
Oh, I didn't know that. Was
Okay, yeah, OKC street racing scene star Justin Shearer is known as Big Chief, and in the online world is Big Chief OKC.
Oh.
That's my alias, y'all.
Yeah, it is. There's like 14 of them, Mr. Pro.
Okay, don't even start
Oh,
that shit.
Okay, sorry. We'll talk about that
You
later.
motherfucker.
Yeah, later.
Street racing ain't probably one of the most profitable sports, but Justin has made a small fortune when he joined the cast for the TV show Street Outlaws in 2013. His current net worth is $700,000. So, wait a minute. I'm worth $700,000. Dave is worth $1.1 million.
Yeah.
Well, you crashed your car, so you might get up there
Oh,
with me
but-
here soon.
So if you don't have a car, you got a higher net worth?
Well, yeah,
No,
if
you
you don't
gotta
have a
crash it.
car, you're worth a lot more money because all your money goes into your car. So
yeah, but
that's the Yellow Bullet hasn't updated this with me crashing my car though. Once they realize I don't have a
Yeah.
car anymore,
He'll be 2 points.
farm truck. It says here, farm truck. Shawn Whitley is an American reality TV star who has a net worth of $2 million.
$2 million.
I want a farm truck.
Farm truck's worth $2 million?
Jeez, is that
Asian's
him
got to
and
be
Asian?
worse.
Is that him and Asian or?
It's combined.
Maybe it's because he's claiming Asian on his taxes. He's probably he needs to be pouring some of that money into that slow ass truck, man. Damn, $2 million. He can't make the list.
No.
I'm worth $700,000. I was number one till last night.
He needs to at least wash it.
Sean Ellington, a.k.a. Murder Nova, is one of the friends of the star of reality TV show Justin Shearer. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like you added that part in there.
Sorry.
Him and Chief are buddies, so he's on the show too.
He's buddies of Chief, and that earned him $700,000.
Hey, if being your buddy earned me $700,000, I'll take it.
Yeah, no shit.
This series was a big opportunity for Sean to make some nice money through street racing. He drived.
I drived.
He drived. He drove his 1969 Nova and belongs to one of our favorite characters on our show. On the show. He drives. Oh, they're saying I own your car, I think.
That's the way I'm taking it.
I drive the car that belongs.
You
to
drive
one...
the 1969 Chevy Nova that belongs to one of our favorite characters on the show. I think
You don't own
saying,
your own car?
So I'm not the favorite character
Wait.
on the show. They're talking about you.
Wait, hang on. Dave's fixing to light you
don't
up.
own your own car?
Yes, I do, Dave.
It says it on Yellow Bullet.
Well, then it must be true. I guess I thought I owned it.
Yeah.
I
What?
don't know.
Damn.
I
I
don't
get
know.
all
That's
of that nut kicking over driving a Sonoma because I don't own it, and you don't even own your own car?
Sean,
Yes.
Turn your phone off, man.
it
Sorry,
says your net worth.
somebody's
No,
calling
I'm
me
not
from
worried about
Michigan.
that.
I don't know who it
It
is.
says your net
Don't
worth
matter.
is $700,000.
I mean, my net worth was, higher before I quit my job and came to be a street outlaw.
Oops.
I actually lost money doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So we should look up your old resume.
I don't know if I doubt it's worth enough to be online. It's definitely not on. You can't find it on Yellow Bullet.
You can't call Roger as a fucking
Yeah.
character witness neither.
All right. So that was weird. I don't know why we went through that, but we did. It was important to me. Now, Dave.
It was.
Dave.
Mhm.
Dave. Dave.
Yeah.
Dave.
Gotcha.
Dave.
Mr. Promo.
Dave. So I'm watching the show last night that we can't talk about.
Huh?
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about Street Outlaws.
The Discovery
Channel.
Channel.
We're not allowed to talk
or
about
Monza.
Monza.
Or
Oh.
Monza.
Yeah.
Why Monza?
Because he gets mad on us.
Yeah, he gets mad. His son actually sent me a message that said, last time I talked about him, his son sent me a text message that says, I wish I could tell you how big of a piece of shit you are, but that's impossible.
It's not impossible. Just say it.
So I felt like he was
I
saying
think
it without
he means
saying
that
it.
he's such a piece of shit. There's no explaining how big of a piece of shit he is.
So we're not allowed to talk about Monza or his son.
Which was Youngblood. Yeah.
We're not allowed to talk about the Discovery Channel. But anyway, on that show that we were watching last night, while me and Sean were
Monday
laying
night
in
at
bed together,
MTV.
eating ice cream.
Bonbons.
Yeah, I was eating bonbons off Sean's hairy chest. You beat Shane.
No.
No?
Last night I beat
No, you beat Derek.
Derek.
Same.
No, you beat
Sorry,
Derek. He beat Derek.
That
He
was
beat
last
Derek.
week.
Right, yeah, right, he beat Derek last week. Yeah.
Which I don't
Yeah, I
remember
mean, it was
back
a
to it being
close
that
race.
warm.
Yeah, no, that's the one where Derek was. Derek said that it was close. Derek said that he kind of had you whipped there.
Yes.
What it sounds like.
What did he say? What did he say exactly? He said something about.
He said that-
drag
he
him,
said-
didn't.
He said that you didn't beat him.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, in his
No, he
interview,
said
he
something.
said, "Dave didn't beat me."
Yes, that's what he said.
Drag me down, or
He
can't remember
didn't
what he
drag
said.
my ass. He didn't beat me.
No,
I mean, the evidence is there. You
his
can't-
car was messed up.
I,
Yeah, it's camera.
That's chicken shit, Dave. You can't race somebody when the car's not right.
especially when he works so fucking hard. Man. he works so hard, and then you're just gonna talk about dragging him down through there like that.
I didn't
Yeah.
say nothing.
You said I drug him down through there.
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't say that. He said I didn't.
Yeah, but in your interview, you said you did.
Hey,
I
hey,
missed
own
that
it, man.
one.
You did.
I did. I
I
don't remember.
mean, if I were you, that's
Let's
what I
ask
would
Yellow
have
Yeah.
Bullet. Let's
I
ask
would've
Yellow
said-
Bullet.
I mean,
I would've
Blind
said-
Mule, if you can call in.
give me
If I
give me
was
what
you,
I said last night, blind mule.
That's what I would have said if I were you.
Well,
would've
I mean,
said,
either way,
drug
I
his
know
ass
you
down
heard it.
there.
You may not have
I'm a
seen
grown
it.
ass
Yeah.
man. I still have my sleeves. What?
yeah, it was
Yeah,
something
I mean,
like that.
that's
Fuck
facts.
you. Is it something like
Fuck
that?
I mean,
you.
but
Something like
how
that.
how intimidating is it? I mean, I've only raced Derek one time. I mean, think
No,
ever.
Dave wouldn't bet the sleeves. Remember?
The sleeve.
No,
it's
Dave
tough.
wouldn't bet them.
Hey, it's tough.
It's not tough to bet the sleeves. You got balls, you bet the sleeves.
Yeah, but it's still on your mind.
No,
I bet the
it's
sleeves
scared-
whenever I raced him.
I was scared to death when I
was
raced
too.
him.
Yeah,
I was too,
everybody
because
is.
The thought of I'm on the trans brake at the starting line, thinking
This is Derek, you're racing.
this motherfucker's gonna cut
Cut
my
my
sleeves
sleeves
off. If I fuck up and lose, this motherfucker's gonna full blown come over to my trailer
With a
his
knife. With a knife.
and he is gonna hack the sleeves
And
off
he
of my
doesn't
shirt.
look like he cares about accuracy.
No, like an artery
There's a-
is at risk.
Yeah,
There.
there's a
Yes.
big artery up there.
Yeah, I mean, that's at risk. He will.
So,
he's a
I mean,
friggin' madman.
that's definitely on your mind.
I was
whenever
nervous
you're
because I
racing.
didn't want to. Man, I can't.
No, you're
imagine
confused.
it.
I would give him my sleeves. They would be attached to the shirt that I pulled off. And be
Right,
like,
that's
hey,
gay.
cut them
though.
off.
Yeah, but
no,
that's
no,
different.
That's gay.
That's
though,
remember
man.
when who was
That's
the
an
only other
artery.
person who told him no? Wasn't it Doc?
Doc
Didn't Doc
told him
say
no. Yeah, Doc
no?
wouldn't
I'm
do
not
it.
betting the
Yeah.
sleeves.
And then last time Doc did it, but he took the shirt off or something. It was.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, just do it.
I
You
mean,
know,
I
if
told
you
him
lose
I'd
to
have
Derek,
3 cars.
If you fucking lose to Derek, you don't deserve your sleeves.
Then give him your
if, if
sleeves.
you lose to Derek, Jesus.
No offense,
So-
Chuck.
Well, Chuck loses to everybody though. Chuck lost 3 or 4 times this week. His car's not even running. me and him were
And
going
he's
to
gonna be
Whataburger.
racing next
Me and him
week.
went to Whataburger the other day. Lost by 3 cars.
And he's 10 miles closer.
Yeah, I got a head start and everything.
Yeah. But he put a little too much power in it. So,
Anyways,
Dave,
what
tell
was
us
the question?
The question is, give me a little bit about, because some of these people that are listening to our podcast, we have tens of people that listen. Okay?
Yeah.
Literally.
like almost 100.
There's almost 100 people that
I mean,
listen to this thing.
Tens of
okay?
people equates to at
Tens
least
of
100.
people?
Tens
Yeah,
of people.
Tens of people. It's almost 100. It's not hundreds of people yet.
No.
It's tens of
No.
people. But in those 4 or 5 people that are listening in their mom's basement right now, they may not have cable, right? So help them out. Who are you?
Oh, that's a tough question.
Tell us a
Okay.
little bit about yourself.
Let's imagine that there's nobody listening that has anything to do with legal. Who are you?
Yeah, see?
Like who are you?
See, that's a totally different
That's
question.
a different question.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to say who he really is because the
Yeah.
fucking helicopters will come and
Yeah.
the fucking people be knocking on the door.
You think your building got shot up before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why you brought the gun.
Take over.
The problem is, though, is if we catch a stray bullet in here, it's not even going to slow it down.
No.
Look at those ones over there. It didn't slow those down. I mean,
And that went through a door.
that went through the front and
Yeah.
everything to get to where it's at right there, Dave.
Why would you? I'm not your friend, am I?
What do you mean?
I mean, why would you call your friends down here?
I'm
to do
behind
the-
this big desk.
Okay.
Well, yeah, plus we got Chelsea out there.
Oh, she'll take one?
She'll let us know.
She'll let us know if they start shooting. All right,
Mhm.
Dave. Who are you, motherfucker? Pretend that these people that are listening to our podcast just stumbled across us one day and have
I
no
don't get
idea
it.
about the TV
That's
show.
a loaded question. Born,
like it's not
born
that
si-
loaded,
It
man.
is. Born in Colorado.
We don't
No
have to-
shit.
God,
I didn't
Grown
even
up
know
in
that.
New York.
We're gonna go back to childhood. I think.
Yeah, I mean, what do you
born in
want?
Colorado?
I
don't
wasn't
get
trying
it.
to go that
You're a
fucking
Yankee.
far
Well,
back.
I'll give you the short
I'm
version.
talking about who's Daddy Dave. Who is the
Yeah.
guy, the street racer? I'm not
Yeah,
talking about
from the
Yeah,
show
geez,
on.
I don't need to hear about
From
your
the show
uncle
on.
taking.
From the
See,
show
there you
on.
go.
I don't
It
need
was
to hear about
never.
you like-
Everybody know. You've been racing your whole life.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
You're from
I'm
New
sure,
York. You're
yeah.
a Yankee.
We don't. We
Tell
just.
from the show.
Yeah,
on.
we don't need to hear about your uncle touching you and all that other shit back
Whoa.
then.
Yeah,
Like,
don't make
whatever.
it creepy, man.
Jesus. Do I need to shoot somebody?
There's some weird noises going on outside. Dave's freaking out. I just want, for the record, Dave is scared right now.
I feel like I need a rape
These
whistle.
are Southside problems.
Dave said he
You
needs
don't
a-
know about that
Dave
shit.
needs a rape whistle.
I need a rape whistle.
Southside problems. All right.
Since the show.
Well, I mean, hey, who are you in this group? 405. You know what I mean?
I'm one of the baddest street racers here
Why?
because I've been doing it way longer than you have.
Dang.
Damn. Hey, and
How'd
he,
you like
and
that?
he picks
He meant
his,
that.
ra-
Did you
his
see how
cars
much
good.
Did you see how much he meant that?
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, he picks the
He
people
did.
that buys
He
his
knows.
cars well.
Yeah.
He knows. He gets
So?
offered up cars all the time to race, and
just
he
got
picks out the ones that
The
he thinks he
winners.
can make fast.
Yeah.
True story.
I mean, I knew Dave before all that, though. Okay, I knew
Right.
Dave when he had his own car.
Yes.
He had multiple of his own cars. I knew Dave when he was called Gear Drive Boy because
Oh.
he had a Monte Carlo with the
The gear
loudest
drive.
gear drive ever. You could hear him 10 miles away.
Hey, what were some other nicknames?
That was
they-
cool. That was cool back in the 80s,
There
I
was
think.
Gear Drive Boy. There was
Mullet.
What about
Trailer
Mullet?
Dave.
What about Mullet Dave?
There was
Mullet.
Trailer Dave. There was Mullet Dave. I mean, some of the guys still to this day call him Mullet Dave.
Yeah,
They don't
I've
even-
heard people say Mullet. That's Mullet Dave.
And I ain't
Yeah.
had long hair.
He had mullet. He had a
Long.
fucking epic, like one of the.
Oh, I've seen pictures.
Hey,
yeah, it was.
it
Yeah.
worked.
It
Yeah.
it did no.
It
I,
worked.
hey, trust me, I remember you got a lot of pussy back then. There's no doubt about
whoa.
it.
Oh, man.
What from your wife?
Yeah. Whoa.
And some of it was not from his wife.
Oh, my. Whoa. I thought you didn't want to go that
feel
deep
like
into me.
My
feel
bad.
Other things that Dave has nothing to
Yeah.
do with is going
My
to get
bad.
Dave in trouble.
So
Yeah.
all right, so let's
Thanks.
move. Okay, so now we know who Dave is.
Yeah.
That's Dave.
I told you,
Let's
that
talk
shit was
about Dave's
loaded.
past. Why would you want to ask about Dave's past?
I don't know.
Anyway,
You know,
but you've been on the list before. Before the show, you were on the list. The list really existed.
it did.
You had been number one a few different times in a few different cars. You've won cash days multiple times.
And
Multiple.
someone else's car. Oh, no, it was my car, too.
You were in cash days in your car.
The silver
You
car.
were number one on the list in
Yeah.
your car.
Yeah, I have owned my own cars.
You've done your own shit.
I have raced Dave one time in his old Mustang, small tire deal, in my Nova, one time, and he outran me.
I raced Dave many times, and he outran me a bunch. But one time I raced him in his
Oh.
Mustang. We were both small tire, and Wiley was flagging it on Route 66 out by the Lake Overholser, and he got hit by a fucking oncoming truck.
F-250.
Right in the ass end.
Some Mexican stuck it dead in his ass on Route 66 in an F-350
Yeah.
at 60 miles an hour.
Hey, because that dude saw the smoke and he thought he could drive through it.
Yeah, he thought it was cold trickle.
Yep.
He's
Yep.
dude.
That's true story.
Yeah, we're just sitting there. We're fixing a race. Wiley goes out there. He's about to flag the race off. And this was for number 2 or 3 on the list, wasn't it?
2.
This was for number 2 on the
Yep.
list. Yeah, because Yankee Dave was number
Yep.
1.
Yeah, this
So-
was, I think this was before I had my car on the list.
Yeah, this
Yep.
was a long.
Yeah.
I had just flat blacked my car
I remember when this
because
happened.
Chris
but
Bales cut my door bars out with a goddamn
Burnt
torch
that bass
and
tracker. Metal flake.
Hey, and so we flat blacked it in Joe Ed's garage
Yep.
or whatever.
Yep.
So anyway, me and Dave are racing on Route 66. I'm in the right lane. He's in the left. Wiley's with the burnouts are done. Wiley was getting ready to
Smoke
flag
still
it.
lingering.
Yeah, smoke's going everywhere, and some fucking dude drives through the smoke 60 mile an hour, and bashes Dave in the fucking rear.
But luckily, it was just
Hit
a
him.
Mustang. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hit him so hard. It was the loudest noise ever. I look over. Dave's not there anymore. There's an F-350 sitting next to me now. And I look forward, and Dave's like 150 foot out in front of me. It just knocked him way out there. And then I was a little worried
So you
for
rolled
a
out.
second. But I
The true friend that he is.
You thought
he
Chase
left.
was a race, and so you took off.
Hey, I was scared, bro. I was fucking
Yeah.
scared to death. I was scared people were hurt. I was scared there was gonna
Yeah.
be shit going over. So I didn't know what to do. I was young. I was
So you
dumb.
rolled out.
I may have had something on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I definitely had some warrants and shit. So I stuck the Pontiac in first, and I hauled ass. I went home, and I did call and ask and say, "Wiley, is everybody okay?"
Make sure
3
Dave was
days
still alive.
later.
Well, I mean, I had to make sure everybody was okay.
He had stuff to do.
It's just, yeah.
He
It
was
a
working
late-
on his alibi.
It was a late night. I was trying
Sure
to,
probably was.
I was telling my old lady, "Babe,
I was
I've
here."
been here the whole time."
Yeah, tell him I was with you.
Yeah, tell him I was with you. So, but
True
yeah,
story.
so Dave's been around forever. He's had his own cars. He's driven his own cars. His fucking cars were fast. He had Mod Street records back in the day. He raced small tire with his car. At one time, he had the fastest real street tire
yeah.
radial, not drag radial. This is
All-season
before
tire.
drag radials.
Yeah, the old Pet
Real
Boys special.
all-season Pep Boys tire.
Futurist.
Huh?
Futurist.
Yeah,
Futura. Yeah,
Futurist.
Futura something.
Something. Yeah, it
Futura
doesn't-
something. They were badass though. But he had the fastest car on a true radio back then. I think it went 1040 or something in Tulsa in the rain one night, and there was a guy there that was supposed to be faster, but he was from Missouri or something. So in Oklahoma at that time, that was the fastest real street tire anybody had ever had.
Yeah.
And I remember Dave having to drive it home from the track a couple of nights like that. And I mean, it was a true 8-second street car back then.
Yeah, I mean, Dave's a racer. That's
He
one
would-
word
he
you
would
could sum him
roll.
up.
I remember he went to the track and went 880s or something in the car, and then the truck that he was towing it with broke. No.
Yeah, Z71.
So it was the Z71.
Training went out.
The training broke, so Dave had to drive his car home. And
I remember on the highway. There's
Andy,
a video of
Andy,
him outrunning a vet on the highway.
Andy,
yeah.
From Edmond. Andy was so pumped because Dave had to drive home that he was like, because we would never roll race him back then because his car was so fast. And Andy followed us out of the track so that he could get a piece of Dave on the highway. And dude, we were pretty pumped, man. That video.
We
was
had
on
just
Street
put
Fire.
the 300s in the fogger that night. Too.
Yeah, we had just put a fogger on the car.
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah.
And Dave raced him on I-35 3 or 4 times in a row from a roll with slicks on and won. That was fucking cool, man. So yeah, Dave's always been a racer. He's always been around. He's one of the better drivers we've ever seen around here, anyway.
Best driver.
He was.
Is.
He's kind of over the hill.
Crashed
now.
one car.
Crash one. Yeah, Chief. Crash one car. Mr. Pro Mod.
I haven't crashed my car. Did you see the show last night?
Yeah, I did.
I lost, but I didn't crash.
Yeah.
I hauled Dave's car one time to St. Louis for him.
You
for
did?
Cash Days.
That's the
You
first
did?
time you met Dave.
First time I've ever met him.
Yep, we took.
Was that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sean came around. I introduced him to you, and then Sean was like, "What are y'all doing?" I said, "We're going to the. We need to go dyno the car, but we're going to tear up the tires. We don't have tires to go to the Cash Days in St. Louis for $12,000." And Sean was like, "Well, that's all you need is tires?" And we were like, "Yeah, that's all we need. That's it, just tires." And then
So, so where do we get them at?
So Sean bought us a set
I had
of tires.
just moved here.
So Sean bought us a set of tires, and then it was, okay, we got tires. Now we need a truck and a trailer. And Sean's like, wait a minute. So that's all you need is tires, a truck, and a trailer? And we're like, yeah.
And I was like,
And
let's
then
roll.
we're like, all right, we need some race fuel and some nitrous.
Did you buy me tires?
Of course I did.
You did?
Yeah, and then you got money
And
from
then-
the race and didn't give him a fucking dime.
Hey, and he didn't even unload his trailer. He didn't even unload the car from the trailer. And then whenever he come home, he had brand new tires on his car. He never even made a pass at that Cash Days.
Yeah, they split the
God,
money, though.
I don't
and
even
he
Yeah, they
just-
remember.
split the money.
Like,
and there
I
was
remember that, but I
like
don't
2
remember.
or 3 people that went out, so he got
No,
his
we
entry fee
trashed.
that he had borrowed from everybody. Everybody put into the pot. He had an entry fee.
But in Dave's
And
defense,
then he
I
goes,
patched that shit together.
but in Dave's defense, Dave didn't want to take the car.
no, he didn't. We talked him
Remember,
into
we
it.
talked him into
talked
it
him
because
into
we had seen the car. We were like, dude, your car's faster than
And that's why I was fine
90%
with it.
of the cars that are going. Why aren't we taking your car? And Dave's like, dude, I don't have $1,000 entry fee. Back then, nobody had $1,000.
Patched together $1,000 to get into this entry fee. So it was one of those deals where I had just met you guys. I didn't really know you that well. I knew a little bit about you. I knew that you were a racer, and I knew I wanted to be a part of what you guys were doing.
Hell yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. We'll take my truck. We'll take my trailer. We'll get some tires on your car. And then we get down there, and it just kind of went to shit.
That's when Boosted GT tore the road up.
Yeah, but
Boosted
hey,
was
he
racing,
railed. What was it?
Gold Dust.
Sugar?
Brown Sugar.
God,
There
that
you
car
go.
was so fucking cool.
Hey,
It was
when that car
badass.
did a burnout on the street, I was just like,
That was the Kentucky
holy
boys.
shit.
Yep.
Remember they towed it with that badass like 96 or 97 dually?
Yep.
And I was like, God, I want one of those.
Yeah. And
Until
Boosted
I got
was
one.
railing.
Yeah, and I got
Yeah,
one.
Boosted was fucking him up. But Boosted was on the trans brake for like 93 seconds.
He was. He burned
'Cause
himself down.
Back then he couldn't spool. He couldn't
Turbo
turbo.
problems.
He always had problems with the transmission back then.
And still to this day, it seems like.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Well, I think he's got a Rostler in it now. I think he's good.
Yeah, but he took it somewhere. I don't know. Anyway.
What was he called? Who called him a mouthy little prick?
Doc called him
Doc
Mouthy
did.
Little
On the
Prick
show
last night on
last
the
night.
show.
Damn,
Yep,
Doc.
yep. You have your own shop now.
I have my own shop.
What's- and it's
General
called
Repair, Comstock Auto
Comstock
Service.
Auto Service in Edmond. So if you head north out of Oklahoma City, you're
Stop
like,
when
if
you
were
smell
to
dog
leave-
food.
Yeah, if you were to leave our shop,
Oh God!
right? If you're to leave our shop, you're gonna drive a few miles to get out of all the trailer parks and stuff, and then you're gonna get towards the nicer side of town, and you're gonna start seeing some real nice houses. Then you're gonna see some really nice houses,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna smell just a hint of
Of
dog
Purina.
food,
Yes.
and
yes.
that's his shop.
Ugh.
Pull over.
Ugh.
You're at Dave's shop.
Oh no,
I don't even
it's
like
a little
going
north
to
of
Edmond.
that.
That's the reason I haven't been to your shop, man.
Yeah?
I've never one time been to Dave's shop.
It's a nice. He has a nice facility,
Well, it
It really
smells
does.
like dog food though.
but he has a nice facility.
before. That's
And,
a little
and
south
Dave
of
does
me.
good work. We've all had Dave work on our cars before, so he's really good at getting shit knocked out,
Well,
making it happen.
We tried to hire Dave when we
we
first
did try to
started this
hire
deal.
Dave, and
God.
Dave
He
could
had
have worked at
Aren't you-
But
Midwest
if you
Street
remember,
Cars.
when we
Aren't
tried
you
to hire him,
glad?
he said, "Oh no, I work for the city. I got a good job and I
Yeah.
got insurance, and
Benefits,
I got all
yeah.
this stuff." He said, "I can't give this up for nothing." And now where you at?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd that work out?
Working.
Well, I figured out you can't eat benefits.
Yeah, and you call in a couple days a week.
Yeah,
because
to
you're
go-
street outlaw
to go film it. Yeah.
and they get upset.
Yeah.
Man, can you
That didn't
imagine
work
if we'd
out.
have hired Dave?
No.
Holy shit!
Yeah, we'd be broke.
He'd be fast though.
Yeah, yeah, he'd be sliding new pistons in every week. We wouldn't get no work done around here.
Wow. God. Love it. Love it.
Okay,
Y'all would be faster.
Dave, did you get your check back from the NHRA?
I did. All
Ain't that some shit?
$240.
$40. Did you get your shot?
Wait,
Um,
they were 160 short.
They are. Yeah, they
Because
shorted
I'm pretty
us
sure I
money.
handed them $400 that
Yeah.
day.
oh, you guys paid cash?
Cash.
No, I didn't.
You paid check?
I paid with, I believe, a credit card that they never ran.
They never ran your credit card.
No.
They knew from the get-go.
Yeah, they knew they
from
were
the
gonna
get go. They
They're
knew
gonna
it, and they
fuck
never
Street
ran
Outlaws.
it, and so
That's
they never
weird.
took my money. But you know what? They started my car, so and that's probably the reason you guys didn't get that 160. back.
Oh yeah, they did cert my car.
My
mean,
car
the
was
cars have
started
stickers
before
on
it
them.
left Missouri.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Before it left the chassis shop.
Oh,
it
then you
got
got
started
fucked.
over.
You got fucked over.
Yeah.
I know. I think we all got fucked over. Basically,
I paid you
NHRA
your money back,
says-
too, didn't I?
NHRA says, "Hey, Street Outlaw guys, we want you guys to race on the track. We want you to be legal to race the track. And we want to make sure you're safe."
Yeah, let's work something
They
out.
said, "Let's work something out." They said, so we all agreed to go to the track and
With a
we went to our-
physician.
we went to our local track with a doctor, a physician.
Did you get your balls felt? All that?
No, he was feeling balls.
No. I was just asking if.
I was gonna say, because
wait a
if he
minute.
was,
felt
nobody
your balls,
told me.
didn't he?
I'd have been
He
in
felt
line.
Dave's balls.
He felt your balls.
He felt Dave's
Turning
balls.
cough?
He did.
Look,
No.
yeah, look, he's
Come
lying.
on, Dave.
I swear to
Look how
God.
red he is. Look how red he is. He felt
He
your
felt
balls.
your balls.
Goddamn shirt.
He felt his
It's as
balls.
red as your shirt.
He didn't touch my balls. He didn't even look at mine. He felt Dave's.
Well, if I would have known that there was a doctor in there feeling balls, I'd have got in line.
Yeah?
To be honest with you. And
Sean feels left
I
out.
had already. I didn't know, guys. I had already got my physical a couple of months before that.
Are you sure it was a doctor, Dave?
It was just some dude going.
Some
"Hey,
random
put your
dude."
balls."
Some guy at the porta potty, and Dave's like, "Oh, you must be the doctor." Yeah, here you go, man.
Hey, he had a white jacket on.
Here, can you feel these balls while I take a piss?
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, the NHRA, they got us all together. Said they were going to give us licenses. Took us to the track. We did the whole damn deal. They looked our cars over. We made our passes for our license, and they sent our fucking money back.
Most
They
of it.
didn't send a
Most of
letter.
So you guys
saying-
went out there and beat up your cars
Yeah.
for nothing?
No,
Yeah.
I
didn't
went.
make
I
no
beat up
passes.
Jerry's car.
I didn't make any
Yeah.
passes.
They didn't. Yeah, you did.
Uh-uh.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yeah.
I drove Monza's car.
Yeah, you made one pass and it shook the fucking tires off of it. Yes, you did.
I may have made that just for fun. Then I didn't have to make
Yeah,
any.
no, but
I
you
had already
still,
made
but
all
he
my
He
passes.
said he didn't make a
You
pass.
I
said
didn't think I did.
You
You
did
did.
make a pass. You
Oh,
fuckhead.
okay.
Just like I may or may not have had my balls felt.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm
so
pretty
so
sure we all
I
know.
made a pass. And Dave had his balls. felt.
Dave got his money back for his
Yeah.
for getting
For
He
good-
should've got
good
some
time.
extra money
He should've
back.
got something. Yeah, we didn't get nothing. He should have got letters that thanks for the good time.
Yeah. Come see me.
So we didn't. Yeah, they didn't even send us a letter saying "fuck you guys" or nothing. They just basically sent us a check for $240 back. And I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's "fuck you" is what that is.
If I was them, I wouldn't have even sent the money back.
Yeah.
Does a temporary license go out of date?
I don't know, but I had a
No,
temporary.
that's the
they
thing.
gave
No,
us a temporary
last time I
license
talked
that
to
day.
him on the phone,
Yeah, when you told him he was gonna, what'd you tell him? You're gonna break his face?
I
or
told him I was
something?
going to knock his fucking teeth out.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
No, that's what I told
Let's
him.
see.
I shouldn't have told him that. That was
Temporary
wrong.
license.
Why?
It was hot that day.
I don't know what
where
happened.
that came
I
from.
don't know. Look, guys, I don't know where that came
Yeah,
from. I'm sorry.
I need
I
to-
probably won't knock your fucking teeth out.
No,
But
right.
wait.
Next time I think that way, I just need to go to Minnesota because I heard it's really cold up there. Go
Yeah.
to Minnesota and chill out for a minute.
yeah, but if it's
you know?
too cold,
Minnesota can just get me smooth, chilled out, and then I'll be. But if it's too cold, then I'll just get.
if it's
mad
too
too.
cold, then I don't know where things.
So
come
Minnesota in the spring.
I think they're trying to pull one over.
What?
I think they're trying to pull one over. Look at the total money. They sent us $2 extra.
They did send us $2 extra. Those bastards.
What do you mean?
And it says total there was
It says the membership
$238.
fee is $238. They sent us back $240. So they're paying us right now. We're on the NHA's payroll.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good job.
But yeah, no. From what I was told, it's valid for 60 days, Dave.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over.
You're carrying that
You
fucking
might
piece of
as
shit
well
around for nothing.
Might as well rip that bitch up.
But you know what?
Damn.
I'm just gonna have to quit racing if I can't have an NHRA license.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
I've never had an NHRA license. Man, this sucks. Your number's 405? That's badass.
X.
X, baby. Okay, so
So we can't race.
we can't race anymore. NHRA gave us our money back. Can't
Yeah.
race.
Yeah.
I would suggest that none of you tens of listeners don't do anything crazy.
To
You know what I
make the NHRA mad to
Don't
where you can't
go,
race.
don't go put C4s all around their building.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the explosives. I'm talking about like an ugly
Training.
94 vet.
Oh, C4? I was thinking like a Ford training or something.
Like you make up, like they wake up in the morning and there's just nothing but Ford transmissions and 94
Corvettes.
vets laying everywhere. They're like, got
What's
you
all this
fuckers.
C4?
There's
Yeah.
C4
So much
everywhere.
C4. Damn, street outlaws.
Okay. Last night on the show,
I hung out with Erica Enders. She's all NHRA, but she's cool as shit.
man, I'm not going there. You know, I'm not going there.
Anyways, last night on the show.
That was tough. You
Last
baited
night-
me.
last
I
night
felt
on
like
the
you
show.
baited me.
I
Just
feel
What
like,
else you got?
I feel like he pitched
like
it
he
up.
bait-
No.
yeah, he pitched it up, and hey, I almost swung at that.
and you were reared back. You was
Hey,
ready to
but
hit it
right
out of the
now,
park.
Right now, our publicist and my lawyer is going, good eye.
Yeah.
Good eye, Chief.
Chief seen that one coming, and he steered away from it. Okay. All right.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Keep your eye.
Last night on the show. What about?
Yeah.
What up?
Derek and Shane. Derek and Shane, man.
Yeah,
First of all,
Derek got mad.
Derek was mad. What was the temperature? What would you say the temperature was that
It was
night?
like 80 something, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I mean, of course, if you look at Derek, it's like 120,
it
130.
It looked like we were in the Sahara
If you
Desert.
look
Yeah.
at Derek, we're fucking racing on the face of the sun.
Yeah, he's pretty. I mean, he was sweating.
just
Hot.
pouring it out.
The no sleeves and the towel just wasn't
It
cutting it.
shows how hard he works. You know what I mean?
Well, he was over there working hard whenever Shane came over there talking shit to him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That reminds me.
Uh-oh.
Me. On the Facebook, one of the funniest things I've seen so far is it says.
Yeah. What was the name? Who said it? It was pretty epic.
It says from Jacob Peterson. It says, "How dare Shane call out Derek, knowing damn well he has to work in the morning." Derek works too goddamn hard to deal with your shit.
He works. He just lost, and he works too goddamn
Yeah.
hard
It was
to be
get-
accepting a call
It
out.
was
from
getting
Shane.
late.
Yeah.
He can only race once a night.
Yeah.
Got work in the morning.
Yeah. The car was hurt. He didn't have time to fucking fix it, and Shane's over there calling him out.
Chicken shit, Shane.
And Shane was being a jerk.
He was.
Why was he being such a jerk?
He started to get mad on Derek.
I saw that.
But then once Derek got mad back, Shane quickly
Clammed
changed
up.
his tune.
Yeah.
He did.
Once
He did. And
you
then
could
Derek
see-
says,
Does you kiss
I don't
my
give a
ass?
shit how far you came.
Yeah.
Did I fucking tell
Did
you
I
to come all
fuck-
that way to come out here?
It's pretty funny.
And Shane should have said,
No.
and turned around and walked off.
Yeah, because you know Bob's over there going, "Why you come down here messing with these people? Why you come down here
you
messing with these nice
He probably,
people?
Bob probably said, I
Boy.
told you not to say nothing. to
Boy,
him."
get your ass in the car."
He gonna cry in the car.
He gonna cry in the car. Doc called Boosted a prick.
He did.
Mouthy little
Why-
prick.
Why is it?
Oh, mouthy
And
little
Boosted
prick.
was being as nice as he could possibly be.
Boosted was
Boosted has fucked
more
him up.
nice
How many
than he
times?
normally is. Yeah, but that's the deal. Is I believe Doc has a chip on his shoulder because, I mean, Boosted's pretty much labeled the big tire killer, and it started with Doc. He
A
outrun
chip?
Doc every time he raced him on the street.
I feel like he's got more than a chip on his shoulder.
Now you got the whole cornfield.
Yeah, like
yeah.
That's a big burden to get outrun by Boosted. How many
over
times?
And over and over
Oh yeah, a
again.
bunch.
I mean, I'd be pretty
The whole
sour
lot.
about shit too. I
Yeah,
guess.
him and Dominator too. Goddamn, Boosted wore Dominator out a bunch too.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Damn. Remember when Boosted wore out Dominator on the street and
Ran out of
his
gas.
diplomacy?
Oh, way back when.
Yeah, remember
Oh
diplomacy?
God, I
And
remember.
Dominator was happy about
Yeah,
it.
he was. He was.
I'm
Dominator-
at cash days.
Yeah.
Boosted just beat me.
He set his
I
car
don't care.
down. He had an open face helmet.
Hey,
Remember?
he had that big beard at the time.
Yep.
Open
Yeah, that
face
big
helmet,
old beard.
big beard sticking out everywhere, and I'd never seen anybody so happy in my
And when he
life.
put the chin strap on, his
Oh,
beard
my
went on.
Yeah, he was wearing like some work gloves, like
Yes.
welding gloves or
Yes.
something. God damn, that shit was funny back
He's a
then.
trooper.
Hey,
Dominator.
and his car left about like it does now.
No.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it left.
It sat down on the curb back
It
then.
did. It set, and that's the reason
And
I
he
think
didn't.
that.
Yeah, what was up with the doc doing the whole Rocky punch in the
I-
air?
I thought
fucking
he was
thing?
busting a
I
move.
thought he was dancing,
Wait,
Yeah.
what? He was dancing.
like
thought he was
busting a
dancing.
move. You know, like
Yeah, like
I don't know.
Was he not? Was
Like
he,
whenever
was he
you used to
airboxing?
put your pants on with no underwear on, and you know, whenever he
Straight
bought
out of the shower.
Whenever he bought that enclosed trailer from you, and he used to drive the Street Beast in and pull it out, and drive it in and pull it out and drive it in.
That's what she.
I thought that's what it
she
looked like.
said.
You know, like the twist, like he was.
No,
Like what?
I don't
pants?
know. Maybe I don't recognize white people dancing, but I
why's it gotta be
thought
white?
for sure because that was terrible. Dan, I
It
thought for
was.
sure he was like punching. He was like the Rocky punching the air
Shadow
thing.
boxing.
Shadow
It
boxing.
could have been.
Yeah,
I don't
shadow
know.
boxing.
I mean,
Like he
I
just
don't-
knocked something out of the park.
I don't
What
know.
did he?
I don't know what it was.
He beat Boosted and he was dancing about it. I guess. I thought he was punching though, but either way, he doesn't need to be doing it. Whatever it was,
Stop.
dancing or
Stop.
punching.
Stop.
Yeah, just Doc.
Stop.
it.
I say keep it up, Doc.
Stop it.
I say keep it up.
Sean is not
It
your friend.
gives me something
Do
to
not
talk
listen
about.
to him. We like you, Shane. Or Sean hates you.
He just called you Shane. Dave
Same.
just called you Shane.
I've been called worse.
Guys,
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
we're not supposed to talk about him.
Manza.
We're not supposed to talk about Monza.
Mama.
Today we're going to call him Manza
Yeah.
so that we're not talking about
I like
Monza.
calling him Manza.
Manza.
Let's talk about
We're not supposed to talk about him, but good God
He was
Almighty, he was
mad.
fucking mad
He was
last
mad.
night. Did you see him? How mad he was?
it.
Yeah, he threw his fucking jacket in the trailer, and
He wasn't mad after. That wasn't after my race with him, right?
No,
That was
with your
after
race.
Doc's.
He was cool because you guys had a good race, and
Yeah,
was
y'all were
close.
close.
Me and Doc, me and Monza
and your car's
are
fast.
always,
Well, and your car's
you know,
fast.
a good race.
But he got beat by Doc.
Yeah, he did.
That's
Ugh.
tough.
It
How,
is
what does
tough.
that feel like, Dave?
What?
Have you ever been beat by Doc?
I don't think.
No.
Have I? No.
I have.
Sean, what does that feel
Cash
like?
days.
I have.
You got beat by Doc in cash days? No,
Yeah.
you didn't.
The Sonoma blew up about
No,
like it
and
always
No.
does.
That barely, hardly ever
About
happens.
400 foot. About 400 foot, it let the ghost out, and Doc snuck around me by like a bumper.
He did. He did.
Man.
That fucking
Yeah.
raggedy bitch his was.
Yeah, hey, I have. I've lost him.
Yeah, you've lost him. I haven't. I don't know what it's like.
Congratulations on that.
No big deal.
That is.
Mr. Perlman.
Yeah, it sucks.
Tough
It
pill to
is.
swallow.
It's a
It's a
tough
Doc
pill
bill.
to swallow, losing a
Uh,
dog. But hey, you know, I mean, sometimes his car makes good
And
passes.
then Doc went in there to talk to him in the trailer, like pep him up, like it's no big deal,
And
little
Monza
buddy.
doesn't care.
He
He's
didn't
like,
even
no big
get
deal,
out of
little
the
buddy.
chair.
We'll do it again. We're fast. We're gonna be 1 and 2, little buddy. Here, give me some knuckles. And
Yeah, and Monza's whatever.
Monza was just fucking mad sitting there.
He
He
was
didn't
mad.
get out of the chair. He's just like, whatever, prick.
Yeah.
Guaranteed he's a prick under
Yeah,
his breath.
get out of here, chicken shit.
Chicken
Yeah.
shit.
He slammed the door to his car and everything.
I know.
He
It
was
was-
mad.
I just thought he was mad because the wheels on his car. Okay, that's what I see. That's why
Stop.
we're not supposed to talk about him.
Stop.
See, that's why we're not supposed to talk about. I'm sorry, I can't help it. All right, moving on.
Yeah, because I'll shoot you in the pinky toe. Stop.
We can make this another 30 minutes longer if we're going to go there.
Don't.
Okay.
We're good.
All right.
Moving on.
Dave is always around to let me know
Yeah,
when
when-
something
yeah.
doesn't need to be said.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it's
if
always too
something
late.
is bad and it's a, oh shit, I can look over and Dave will be looking at me going,
Because he knows what you're gonna
'Cause he
say.
knows.
I already know.
He knows. I've said things before, and Dave walks over to me, pulls me to the side, and goes, "Look, everybody here knows that. I feel like you don't need to say that." And I'm like, "Well, there may have been somebody here that wasn't thinking it,
No.
or didn't realize
He
what
helped
was
you a
going
lot
on."
at SEMA.
Speaking of that,
At
He helped
SEMA,
you a
he
lot
did?
at SEMA.
Yeah.
You won't remember, but in the
Yeah.
party, in the kicker dinner,
you were
Oh.
so drunk.
Sorry, yeah, I was.
Yeah.
he was early.
Tore up.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
It was still
Hey, I could
daylight.
It was badass.
I could have passed out at 8:00.
We were hoping. we were
Yeah,
like,
please.
what are y'all gonna do with him? I said, fucking best case scenario. He keeps drinking. He passes out. We take him up to his room, and we all go out.
Yeah,
That's best
hey,
case.
Hey, but I held in.
No, you
all,
did.
all
I don't know how.
night.
I don't know.
I held in.
You held in until you were swimming in the fountain at the club at the SLS.
and they kicked me out. I was like,
Yeah,
what are you
it's
talking
like,
about?
It's a pool.
Yeah.
They're like, that's
It's
a
a
fountain.
pool.
remember they barely,
Why is this pool so small?
remember they barely let me in.
That's
Yeah.
hot.
They barely let me in because I had sandals on anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, I
Well,
got
'cause you
sandals
came
on.
to
I can
swim.
wade in this pool. You
Is
know?
your fucking toenails pink now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was breast cancer. It was breast. Now you just,
Oh.
It,
Okay,
They're
anyways,
chipping
back-
off. They're
Okay,
chipping
back on
off.
subject about you not saying things you probably should.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
During the show last night, the
Uh-oh.
previews
Uh-oh.
of next week,
Okay.
you said something to Jackie.
Oh, I did.
And
I
I'm
saw
sorry.
that.
I want to apologize for not catching you in time
What?
before
I
it come
missed
out of your mouth.
It was full
What
blown
did you
on the
say to
previews.
Jackie?
Jackie said, I feel like
Oh.
you guys don't think I can drive my own truck. And Shawn said,
That's how I feel.
But see, Jackie just told you that's how he thought you felt. So you didn't
And
need
so-
to say that.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I admitted that that's
no,
how
but
I
he,
felt.
But he already felt that. You felt that way.
yeah, you didn't need to say
There was
it.
no need to
No need to
reassure
say
him of you know.
But
I
you
just
said
wanted
it.
him to know that
We know
you,
it.
I'm not going to talk shit behind your back, Jackie. I'm going to go ahead and let you know that's the way I feel.
Yeah.
You are true with that statement
Yeah.
that you just made.
Yeah, I fucking heard that fucking bullet go by me and hit him. I was like, Jesus Christ.
You guys ever sit around and go, oh, shit, Shawn's about to say something?
Yeah,
hey.
all the time.
Every time when somebody said something, the camera's heading towards Shawn, I go, oh, fuck. Because Shawn's going to let it out right now.
And he does.
Yeah. Shawn
But
is
I just,
the
yeah, I
perfect
apologize.
shots are fired guy.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I'm going to let things be known.
I didn't catch that one in time.
No. But
Yeah.
what was I supposed to say? Just put
Nothing.
my head down and
You
sit
could
there?
I mean, he said, I feel like you guys don't think I can drive my own car. I mean, yeah, we were good with that. You didn't. Yeah, that's how I feel.
All right. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
It was,
Okay.
it's kind of one of those moments where it, like Dave said, it didn't need to
I
be.
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
that
you
was the
said.
safe nest.
Nah.
I thought we were. I thought
That's
we
just in your
I
bedrooms.
thought
the
we were.
truth
I
tree.
thought we were in the truth tree, and then we could go ahead and let out how we feel. Because hey, that's not exactly how that deal played out.
It was chicken shit for me to even be there that
Well,
day.
It
that's
was
not,
chicken
That's
shit.
not really how
Chief
that deal
tried to
played out.
fuck
He
me.
even
hang on.
said,
Let's say what's going on here, guys.
Chief
Next,
tried to
it's
screw me.
not next week on the show, right? It's 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. For the finale, we have a cash days, and in case you're not aware, Dave has lost Goliath in a terrible accident. Next week on the show,
True story.
next
They'll show it.
Yeah, let's let it out. Let's let it out.
Yeah?
This is the truth tree, right? Let's let it out. Next week on the show, Dave crashes Goliath. Fucking bad. You can see it in the preview. I mean, come on. In the preview,
"Yeah,
there's
there is a
there's
preview
two
of it
big
rolling."
things that happen in the preview. Dave rolled and fucked Goliath all up, and then Chuck sucker punched the goat. I mean, you can see that in the fucking. You can see that in the driver's meeting at Cash Days, and in the preview. Dave, it looks like a grenade went off in Dave's car, and it looks like a grenade went off in Richard Clark's face. So
in his mouth, to be specific. He knocked his fucking teeth down
my
his
God.
throat.
What?
He knocked his fucking
some
teeth
of them didn't go
his
down.
throat.
So some of them went into the crowd.
Man,
Yeah.
some of them probably went into Chuck's knuckles.
Oh,
I feel like
So-
instead of getting trouble, Chuck should send him a bill. Some of them teeth needed to come out.
oh my
anyways.
God! See there, Dave. Where were you at on that one?
I'm okay with
Dave.
talking shit about Richard Clark.
Yeah, you started
that
it, you
faggot.
fuckhead.
Yeah, Dave started it all.
Yeah, I
Hey,
did start
but
it.
I will say one thing about Richard Clark. I do have a little more respect for the dude now because he really thought that
What?
we thought.
Stop.
No, yeah.
Stop.
So yeah, and so in
We
the drivers'
thought-
meeting of the finale of Cash Days, you guys are going to see this all play out, and we're going to give you a little sneak preview right now.
Yeah,
in the
because a lot of
drive-
it's probably not going to come
Right.
out anyways. In
In
the
the-
drivers'
in the
meeting,
drivers'
Dave's talking
meeting-
shit to him, and
Dave called him a
everybody-
bitch.
Dave called him a bitch, and everybody
And
in
he
everybody
called
else's
him
head.
he called him something that had to do with his sexual preference.
Yeah, I think it was a
Over
faggot.
and over and
He was
over.
a faggot. He called him a
Called him a
faggot and a
faggot.
bitch.
Over and
That's
So-
not, if that's your thing, we ain't busting on you.
Yeah,
You
no,
know
that's
what I mean?
fine. But if
Okay,
that's not
quit.
your
Stop.
thing, then
Stop.
you take that as an insult.
Right, you might.
And-
yeah.
Okay, stop.
And so we really thought that he was just going to stand there and take it.
Yeah.
He retaliated.
Like the goat that he is. We
Yeah,
thought he was just going to back
exactly.
up and take it.
So I got a little more respect for the dude now because he stood up for himself.
He did. He threw a scalding hot cup of coffee on everybody, and then he went after Dave. And on the way to Dave, Chuck
Something
knocked
may
his
or
fucking
may-
teeth out.
So I mean,
That's what you saw in the preview. And then, but aside from that, I got much more respect for Richard Clark now because he's never done anything but talk shit on the internet, and in person, he's always the nicest guy ever.
yes.
This time, he stood up for himself.
He stood there for a couple of
now,
minutes and took it.
He
And then all of a
he should
sudden,
have aimed his coffee more directly at Dave or
It hit
poured
me
it
in
on
the
Dave.
back of the neck
It hit you, but it hit a lot
But
of
it hit
other people
everybody
too.
else.
because I had turned away from him and was looking at you.
Yeah, I know.
How much respect do you give a dude that throws shit after you turn your
I
fucking head?
just respect him for doing
What a
anything.
yeah, at least he
bitch.
didn't
I don't
just
care
stand
what he
there.
did. And
At least
then,
didn't
he
just stand
did try to get to you.
Yeah, he did.
You know,
try. All right.
Chuck stopped him with a blunt
pretty-
force trauma.
I love
Hey,
Chuck.
And I'm pretty
Jesus.
sure afterwards, didn't he tell you get Dave over here right now and we'll finish this?
Oh,
yeah, he wanted to
no.
fight Dave.
Yeah.
I'm in.
So
Where was I on that one?
I
He
mean,
wanted to fight Dave,
well,
but
there was no.
but
sense
he
in
didn't. It didn't seem like he wanted to fight Dave 1-on-1. It seemed like there was other things going to happen there because his crew was pretty riled up.
Well, his crew's pretty rough.
They seemed like they were maybe a little bit enhanced.
So they didn't come to race. They weren't
They
there
came to fight
because
and
their
do
knowledge.
meth, and they were all out of meth.
Nice.
They didn't come there because their knowledge of cars. They came there to kick some ass.
That one dude was huge, man.
That's what I heard.
Huge.
That's
Yeah,
what I
God,
heard.
he was a
I don't know anything
monster.
about him, but they said he was huge.
Okay, so Chuck punched the guy in the preview, and then the other thing that happened in the preview is Dave crashed the car. Dave, run us through that because recently I
That's chicken shit, Chief.
What? Recently
You know I don't remember 3 days. I can't run you through shit. Like, I don't know nothing.
I don't always wreck my
What
car,
do you
but when I
mean?
do, what was the question?
What were we talking about?
So I've yet to hear you talk about the crash. I've yet to hear you go over the crash with anybody else. This is an exclusive Chief and Shawn podcast right now. You're going to get this straight from
10
Dave's.
people is going to know.
At least 10
What
people
happened.
and their mothers are
Yes.
going to know what's going
Yeah,
on.
I
and
made
our moms.
TMZ and Good Morning America.
Yeah, I know, but you
Yeah.
didn't say anything on that. You were just
I couldn't. I don't remember.
They were like, what happened? They're like, what happened? He's like, "Brr." So what happened?
I don't know. honestly.
really don't
We
remember?
was at Amarillo, no prep,
Amarillo, no, at the racetrack.
Good
at
start.
the racetrack.
Okay.
I was racing Goliath and driving a small tire Malibu. Big tire class, small tire class.
You're racing your own car?
What?
That was confusing.
I was driving
no,
two
no.
cars at the no prep. One in a big
He was
tire,
in
one
a
in a
big
small
tire.
tire.
Okay, so you're driving Goliath and big tire. No. We're just talking about just the crash
Okay.
pass here.
I
You're
don't-
racing who?
Birdman.
Okay, but you were in Goliath.
I was in Goliath.
You're racing Birdman
Second
from
round.
Texas. The baddest
Baddest.
Back half car in
baddest
the country.
back half no prep car in the country. Now,
Hands down.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Legit.
fucking legit. We're huge fans of Birdman. by the
We
way.
are. So when you draw Birdman, do you go over and just say, fuck it, I know the car's kind of fucked up and it doesn't really work very well and it always goes left, but I'm going to put every bit of power that I can into it?
Wait a
to
minute.
try
Wait
to
a minute.
outrun
Actually,
Birdman?
no.
Wait a minute, Sean. Are you saying that that Dave's car was fucked up and didn't work
I
very
don't
well
feel
and
like-
always went?
I watched the thing make 6 passes or maybe even 7, and every time it went,
I thought it went right.
Went
yeah, no, I'm
right.
sorry, it did. It
Did
went
go
right.
Yeah, it went right a little bit.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so
When you can drive, it
No,
don't
but-
matter.
One of those things
No,
that
and-
probably should have been said again. Dave, where were you on that one, Sean?
What?
You should have stopped him. He didn't
He's
need to say
all right.
that.
no, but a
stuff.
lot of people don't know that.
Don't know
A lot of
what.
people are like, that thing was on its way to the top, kicking everybody's ass.
Was it not?
No. Well,
What?
to the top 5? That's about as far as I think you would have got.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean,
Shots fired in the studio, y'all. Shots fired.
Sorry, Dave.
it's okay.
Dave just
I
went
still
for
love
his
you.
gun.
I know
I
better.
still love you. I see that gun sitting there.
Yeah.
I still love you. I think that the car could have, but it wasn't ready.
No, he
It
rushed
was
it.
only as fast as it needed to be.
It was, but you still rushed.
Okay, but it needed to be really fast against Birdman. So
Yeah.
what
Yes.
did
No,
you
I
do
went to that no
and
prep
what happened?
hoping that Birdman was somewhere else.
So you're racing Birdman.
Racing Birdman. No, when I figured out I drawed him second round,
Yes.
my wife told me I'd actually took power out of the car from the first round. Because first round it moved around and I almost made it 660 foot.
See, I had heard that it made a really clean, straight pass the first pass, and then
No.
you turned it up for the second.
No, just the opposite.
Because we were actually at the track, and Chief
Not
was,
Amarillo.
Not
No,
Amarillo.
We were
at
at
another
PSRA.
track.
I was running
and Chief
Outlaw.
was strapped in his car whenever we got the information that you had wrecked.
Yeah, and you went, don't tell him. And I was like, don't tell him what? And everybody's looking at their phones going, oh, my God, people are crying and
Yeah.
shit. And I'm like,
Well,
what?
Chief's like strapping in his car to make a pass. We didn't
Yeah.
want to tell him right before he made a pass
Mhm.
that Dave's knocked out and we don't know if he's okay. You know, I
Yeah,
mean,
it was
that's
fucked
a
up,
bad
dude. It was
situation.
scary as fuck. That's exactly what they said. They said Dave crashed really bad. It was a rollover. He's not awake yet.
Yes, and
And
that
I
was
was-
the. And so we're sitting in the staging lanes. He's strapped in his car, waiting on information to find
Yeah.
out if you were even alive.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
want to make a
I
pass.
was-
till I knew. So
Yeah, I
So
don't.
you're racing
I pulled
Birdman.
power out of it to go down through there because it didn't first round. It almost did, but it didn't. Yeah, that's like I don't remember anything.
no,
Nothing.
that's all you remember of the crash, pretty much. I mean,
I don't even remember Birdman coming up to me telling me we drew one another. I don't remember. I don't remember Saturday morning
Oh my God.
all the way till Monday.
Oh
Damn.
my God.
Like, don't remember nothing.
So Chuck said that
Nitrous
while
bottle,
you were in the hospital, you asked him 15 times where your pants were,
underwear.
where your underwear. Your
Yeah.
underwear were.
I don't have.
So did somebody take your underwear?
I'm assuming the nurses or somebody. I don't know. I mean, I was asleep for
So your
7
underwear is
minutes.
missing.
I mean, did
Oh,
you
I
shit
got
your
'em.
pants?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Hey, that's just
Did
a
the
question.
underwear end up on eBay?
No.
No.
No, I still have them. I got them.
Oh, you got 'em back.
You just didn't
Apparently,
have
when
'em
you
at
get
that point in
taken
time.
to the hospital in an ambulance after a severe crash, they strip you down and throw you in one of those ashless gowns.
Right.
And that's what I was in.
I got
So
you.
I just
And
wondered.
so you just didn't understand where your underwear were.
Yeah, why would they take them off? I got hit in the head with a nitrous bottle.
He said, I got head injuries and I got my
Underwear off. Yeah.
Hey, man, sometimes you got to see what Daddy Dave's working with.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, strip him down. Let's check it out.
Hey, it's
we
Daddy
got a little
Dave.
time
yeah.
before he wakes up.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
got a little time before he wakes up. Let's see what Daddy Dave's swinging down there.
Yeah. I mean, just
Well,
ask, I'll show. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
So-
he called me, or I actually I tried to call him a few times but you know how it is when you're, well, you don't, but
Who'd you try to
will one
call?
day. You went after the crash.
oh
And
shit.
I did. I tried to get a hold of you a few times, and then he finally called me the next day after the crash, and
We had the same conversation.
we had a conversation. We did have a conversation, and then he called me a few minutes later.
We had
we
the same
conversation,
conversation.
and he called me an hour or so later, and then we had the same conversation, and I went, I'm starting to understand what's going on here.
Yeah, exactly.
Dave
And I
has
wondered
no
why my
fucking
wife wanted
idea
to take the
what's
phone.
going on.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Tom.
Yeah.
He was 10
5
seconds
minutes.
Tom.
I mean, and every time I answered the phone, at first I was so happy to hear from him, but then eventually you're just like, God damn, here it is again.
He's going to
Hey,
think I didn't
He's all,
answer.
Chief, yo, man, and hey, I crashed. It's like, yeah.
yeah, that's what I heard.
My wife, bless her heart, she put up with a lot.
Yeah.
And she tried to take my phone several
funny.
times.
So that you wouldn't do
So-
that.
yeah, several
But in
times.
your mind, you wanted to call people and talk.
Yeah,
to
because
them.
I didn't talk to nobody.
Wiley had to call me. Wiley finally called me and was like, hey, man, just stop answering. Like, he's like, he's me. He said, Wiley said, me and Dave had the same conversation over and over again, too. He's like, he's good. He's fine. Everything's going to be okay. And I was then I got really scared because I was like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
dude, he's lost memory.
Yeah.
Like, he's lost some of his brain power, man. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
So-
but it's just a severe concussion, though, right?
It's brutal, yeah.
That's all. Just
Yeah.
a severe
Well, I
concussion.
mean, that's what they're saying.
So you lost a couple days of memory, but it was something you don't need to remember anyway.
Obviously.
Right. So
And it helps.
that's good. Yeah, because I remember everything in mine,
Yeah.
and that's not cool.
When you crawl back into the car, I had no recollection, no
No.
flashback, no nothing, because I don't
That's
remember
good.
it.
Yeah, that's really good.
So-
Mine might be a little different. I don't know. I ain't
You
crawling.
know, the whole Ricky
I
Bobby
sat-
on fire thing, that's not me. That's going to be you, Mr.
That's gonna
Promod.
be me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did know. I did. For those that don't know, I may or may not have bought a new car, and I may or may not have sat in it the other day. But when I sat in the car, I didn't have any weird feelings. I didn't have any notions of crashes or anything like that. But
The goddamn Promod's safe. You're all right. I feel like you'll be okay,
it's not a promo,
Mr.
Dave.
Promod.
It's not a
What do
promo.
you- It's not.
It's not. What's the
You
VIN
don't
number?
get-
Sean,
No
what's the VIN
shit.
number?
What's the new number? It's not his VIN number. It's just a date. 2 of 15 is the date on the is the serial number on the car.
I don't know what y'all talking about. It's not a
He
Pro
don't
Mod.
have a VIN number. He has a serial
yeah,
number.
Yeah, there's no VIN number.
It's a
there's serial.
Pontiac.
001
It's a
002.
There's but you could change it from being a Pontiac to a Camaro in about 5 minutes.
Just unzeus the body,
Just
pick it up.
Zeus the body,
Zeus
pick
another
it
one.
up, put the new
Whatever.
carbon fiber body on it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's not a Pro Mod.
I'm
It
pretty
is-
sure it is.
the definition of a pro mod.
The.
As in, there's no more pro mod than what this one is. I know.
Until
I
he
know we
goes
like
to the track
say-
to race other pro mods.
Well,
and
I mean,
that's
I
going
know
to be
that
like,
we
oh, I
like
got a
to
street
call
car.
cars pro mods, and we like to say, "Oh, Kai Kelly's got a pro mod.
Yeah.
John Doe's got a pro mod." Man,
No.
this is a pro mod.
It's legit pro mod.
Okay, I got a Pro Mod.
Hey, it's a beautiful car.
Thanks.
Hey,
there
hey,
you go.
It's a pretty.
Just accept
it's a
it,
pretty
and
ass
you know,
nice.
you've
mod.
always wanted a pro mod.
It's a pretty ass.
Now you
Pro
got
Mod.
one, man.
Well, my other car was kind of holding me back. You know what I mean? Like, I would have never built another car. I wanted to start building a Pro Mod months ago. I talked to you about. We were gonna.
We have discussed it.
You know, had a deposit. You know, for the chassis at Tim McCamus. I was gonna build a Pro Mod. I was gonna have Tim McCamus build me a Pro Mod. Then I went to the Throwdown. I talked to Jeffers about building me a Pro Mod. I've made the rounds. You know, Bickle is obviously nicer than what I was expecting, but I can't really afford a Bickle
It's
car.
the Mecca.
But I do have a new ride, and it's a Pro Mod.
To be
It
seen.
is.
To be
Whatever.
seen later.
To be seen, and we're gonna reveal that motherfucker during the finale of Street Outlaws. If you're watching the show during the finale, this season's finale during Cash Days, if you're watching the show, we are gonna give you a chance to win a bunch of merchandise. Midwest Street Cars, the Crow. We may even be able to snag some stuff from Daddy Dave, some of his new Goliath stuff. And we're going to give you a chance to win parts off of my piece of crap car that I crashed. Signed parts.
I still got
Yep.
parts.
Dave's got parts. Well, hey,
I got
we may give you a chance to win some Goliath
The
parts. See?
Crow merchandise is going to be collector stuff.
Yeah,
Because that
that's what I'm
pile's
saying.
gone.
No, that car's gone yet.
Gone.
Anything that you have with the Crow on it, or any piece of Crow that you
Hang
have,
on to it.
it's going to be worth
Limited edition.
$15 to $20 easy, because like this deal is, we're talking rookie card status right now, because that car's gone. It's never coming back. Period.
Nope.
The car is toast. Now there's going to be a tribute car built. I've heard. Don Dial actually contacted me. Says he wants to build his own car, his own Crow. He's that serious about it. He loved that car that much. So, but I'm
How are you
not.
going to find a 72 Le Mans
Yeah, it's tough.
or Tempest, whatever it was.
So it was a 70 GTO, Dave.
Whatever.
He said Tempest. Whatever.
Whatever. But yeah, during the finale of the show, we're gonna reveal my new car. We may even reveal Dave's new car. I don't fucking know. We're gonna do some shit. We're gonna make this finale is gonna be huge. We're gonna give away busted pieces of my car. We're gonna give away merchandise.
That's 6 or 7 finale.
What now?
6.
Season 6.
Season 6
Yeah.
finale. Cash
Yeah,
Days.
the one.
During Cash Days, season 6
The
finale.
one here in
where,
what 2-3 weeks?
Yeah, the one where Chuck busted dude's face all up.
Yeah.
During that finale, I'm gonna reveal my new car.
Really?
Yep. Awesome. Yep. I feel like the people need to know. People gotta know, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
People's nose.
And people's gonna
Because now
know.
10 people know. Whoever's
Now at
listening
least
to
10
this.
people know, right?
Yeah.
And Dave has a new car. So Dave crashed the Goliath. That car's not coming back.
No. It's
Anything that you have with Goliath 1.0, it's gone. That
Gone.
car's done.
Are you actually calling this one 2.0, or are you
Sure.
just going to call it Goliath?
2.0.
Okay,
Goliath
see.
2.0. So it's the same kind of car.
Yep.
Nova.
You'll never know it was even crashed.
It looks the same.
Looks the same.
I don't think so. The pictures
new
I've
one's-
seen of it, I think it looks way fucking cooler.
It
This new car looks way nicer.
it is way nice.
It
Who
is
built
nice.
the new car?
Terry Murphy.
Terry Murphy. Terry and Blake.
Terry and
I know those guys.
Blake Housley.
I just went up there and chatted with those guys.
Yeah.
They're in Missouri, right?
They are.
Yep.
They're in Missouri. They're in Prairie Hill, Missouri. That's about 5.5 hours from here.
Just east of Kansas City.
Just east. I know this. I was
Yeah,
just there.
just there. It's great. Weld is just down the road.
Missouri is the pro mod dealership state. You can go to Missouri and buy a pro mod, and you can just sit in them, test
Yeah.
drive them. You can pick one out. They got financing options. Like Missouri is the state for pro mods. Like Bickle's there. McCamus is there. Jeffers is there. Andy McCoy is there. Terry Murphy's there.
Larson.
Haas is there. Who?
Larry Larson.
Larry Larson. He's in Missouri.
Yeah. Like, it's 8 miles from Terry Murphy's. I drove
really?
there.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like
Man, I thought he was in Kansas for some reason.
No, I
Kansas
went
City,
down.
Missouri.
Okay, that deal fucks me up all the time. Hey, is it really Kansas City, Missouri?
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, all those guys,
don't know.
all the pro mod, the big legit pro mod builders are all in Missouri. So that's where I went whenever I had my big stack of cash that I have saved for the last 2 years selling T-shirts and shaking sweaty hands and hugging heifers all day. I spent that. I went to Missouri to find me a car. All right. So get ready because next week you're going to get to see Dave crash Goliath on the show. They're going to see it.
Yes.
In your face.
Which, I mean, they already showed most of it.
That was
on the
August 1st, just so everybody
Dave-
knows.
So Derek's the last race you made it with on the list in that car.
Derek is the last one I fucked up on the list.
Okay. And then now
15 passes.
now you're on the list with another car. Oh,
Oh,
boo. Spoiler
Big
alert.
surprise,
Spoiler
it ain't
alert,
mine.
Spoiler
Yeah,
alert.
wow.
He's on the list with a car that ain't his. Spoiler alert. But your new car's almost done, so you're gonna be pulling that one off to put the new one on.
Yep, everybody gets to move up one. Sean will be
Not
back
me.
at number
I
1.
don't. People that's in front of you don't get to move up whenever you
yeah. I get that.
That's a good one.
I get that.
So
That didn't need to be said.
Sorry.
Dave didn't need to be- I think we
Sorry.
should have Dave back on.
I thought
Have him
that
back on
we
another
was going
time.
to have him back on, whenever it showed his car actually rolling. But I think we've covered everything.
Pretty much covered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want people to know what this next episode is. I don't want them to be like, "Oh, he crashed the car. When did he do that?" No. Watch it. You get to watch it.
Mhm.
Be prepared. Dave's here to let us know that next week he crashes the car on the show. So you're gonna get to see history. Goliath. Oof, it was such a bad crash. Such a bad crash.
Mhm.
We're glad you're here, Dave. You're lucky to be alive.
Things happen for a reason.
People
is what they say.
understand. People think we don't like Dave, but we do. We do like Dave.
Things happen for a reason, is what people say, and I believe that your new car is way better.
It is.
So
It's a nice car. It is a nice car.
A few quick questions before we get out of here, and then we've got our top 10 questions that we're going to ask you. Some of the questions here. This guy says Chuck is a bitch.
Chucky's not a
that's always
bitch.
on
Chuck's a
there.
good
Yeah,
person.
Chuck's not a bitch.
Chuck's a good guy.
Daddy Dave's knocking out the competitors.
Peters? Peters?
The guy had a problem spelling.
That's
Got a
all
problem.
right. That's all right.
You guys are more than a man than me for saying the dumb shit they make you say on the show. Yeah, no
Yes.
shit. Jesus Christ. Murder Nova, go back to the top. They don't really have a lot
How's
of
that
questions
work
for Dave here.
That's great. Good.
Big Chief's my favorite personality.
Oh, I love him too.
I know you do, Dave.
Yeah.
Is Chief rebuilding the crow? Ooh, how the fuck am I going to do that?
Did we just cover that?
Yeah.
Or is that question old?
It's from earlier.
Oh.
Well, this isn't live, so
No, it's not, even though we think it's
even though we kind of think it's live.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to be at PRI? Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
we will be at PRI.
Are you going to be there, Dave?
That's the unveiling of the new car.
The new Goliath is going
What
to be at
booth will it
PRI.
be in?
QA1.
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 Nice.
So the new Goliath 2.0 is going to be at PRI in Indianapolis first of next month. All right. Well, there's not many questions online for Dave this time, so all right, here we go.
Why
This
would
is
there
the
be?
top
It's
10
not live.
questions
I
from
don't
Chief
get
and
it.
Shawn. We are going to use these every time we have a guest. Because of the top 10 list on the show, we have our own top 10 list here in the studio / meth barn. And
And these are questions that we came up with.
these are
because
questions we want to know.
We want to know these
Shooting range.
answers.
We want to know these. We want to know these answers, and the tens of people that listen want to know. Dave,
It just-
here we go.
hey,
Why we got to
top,
start with
top
me?
of your head, man. Just a
This
one
is shootout questions.
Ah,
Top 10 shootout. Ready?
Why
You
are we
fire the answer.
Starting
You
with
ready?
me. What?
Hey,
You ready?
fire the answer off.
Get it.
It's one word. There is no that's tough. There's no that's iffy. One word answers.
Multiple
We're-
choice?
Nope. We're
No, there's
rocking.
no
we're
multiple
rocking
choice.
through from 10. Ready?
Shoot.
Number 10, carburetor injected.
Injected.
Ooh. Number 9, farm truck or Asian.
Asian. He's got a tight butt. He works out. Go ahead. Farm truck's old.
Number 8, big tire or small tire.
Big tire.
Yo.
Damn.
Number 7, drag week or radio versus the world.
Radio versus the world.
Ooh, I like it. Fuck you, Larson. I mean,
That's
What?
weird because he just said that he liked Big Tire. Okay,
Yeah.
going on. Sorry.
On the
Sorry.
street.
Nope. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
One word. Don't interrupt.
yeah, it's one answer,
Shh.
Sean.
That's my answer.
Fiberglass or carbon fiber?
Carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber's fucking awesome. Nitrous or turbo?
Nitrous.
Oh,
He knew that shit was coming.
yeah, but look at him, look at him,
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
me.
He didn't want to say
Yeah,
it.
he
He
didn't
just
wanna
didn't
say
want,
nitrous.
you know.
He didn't want to say
everybody to be mad.
nitrous. That bitch will be turbo.
Yeah.
Number 4,
My Duramax
shaved or hairy?
is Shaved. Shaved.
Okay. All right. All right.
I love you, Cassie.
Number 3, small block or big block?
Big block.
Number 2, Doc or Monza?
Manza.
Man,
Yeah.
number 1, the number 1 question on the top 10 list from the Chief and Shawn show: street or track?
Street.
Boom, baby. That's all for us. We're out of here. Fucking see you next week. Tune in to the show. See if you can see any more previews of
What?
Dave crashing his car or Chuck knocking that guy's teeth out.
What show?
The Chief and Shawn show.
What show on the Discovery Channel?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
MTV.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's, the one where Dave made fucking $1 million or whatever.
Yeah.
1 point what?
Obviously, he's a rich
1.1?
man now.
I wish.
All right. Yeah, we got to get him out of here before it gets dark anyway.
Yeah.
It gets scary around here at dark.
I
Dave's
don't have a
kinda
rape
little
whistle.
guy.
He's trying to leave
He's
already.
trying to leave. Look at him. Get out of here, Dave. We love you, buddy.
Thanks for coming,
We're glad
Dave.
you're still here. We're glad the car didn't take you out.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Contrary
handy.
to popular belief, we do like you.
Lies.
We do.
They're all lies. That's one of the things that didn't need to be said, Sean.
You don't want me to tell you that I like you? It's messed up, man.
I told you you're all
All
about
right,
truth.
we're out.
We're out. Start the music. See you later. Bye.